If you're after learning how to earn more money, get a better job role, or develop your mindset, or understand yourself better and achieve success, then this episode is the one for you. Welcome back to Success by Design, the podcast where we break down lessons on self-development, mindset, martial arts, all the while helping us become the person that our goals require us to be. Today we're going to be diving into the wisdom of one of the most influential voices in personal development, the amazing Jim Rohn. We're going to look at 10 of his well-known teachings and break them down. Now, the impact that these shifts have had on helping so many achieve their successes cannot be understated. In fact, lesson number 8 had a massive impact on me personally. So listen and see if any of these will impact your life in the same kind of way in the coming months. If you've been into self-development for a while, you'll know exactly who Mr. Rohn is. Jim was the mentor to the great Tony Robbins, and he was a pioneer, and he was one of the OGs in self-growth and personal development. His teachings and his words still hit hard and resonate today. And if you're fortunate enough to ever listen to his old recordings, you'll know why this man is held in such a high regard by everybody who listens to him. In this episode, I'm giving credit to one of the best to ever do it, and I'm sharing 10 of his best lessons. Simple truths that if you apply them, they will completely shift your mindset, your results, and your life. So let's get started into lesson 1. Lesson 1, don't wish it were easier, wish that you were better. This is a big one to get us started. It's the end of that blame game. There's no more victim mindset here. And I'll be honest, being told that you have a victim mindset can be really annoying. And many of us, myself included, defend that mindset with reasons and excuses. Many of us hold on to it. And we get offended at being told that we like to act like a victim. But yet we find problems for every solution that we get offered. We act like everything is out of our control and that life isn't fair, but especially just for us. But instead of waiting for life to soften and ease up, decide to step up and make yourself stronger. Rohn's philosophy here is simple. Stop hoping for fewer problems, but build the skills to handle all of them. If your business is hard, your training is hard, or your life is hard, then good. That's the resistance that builds capabilities. The adversity builds that resilience that you need for tomorrow. And as a side note here, if you got the instinctual response of, yeah, but for me, it's just sit with that feeling a little bit longer. Because the sooner that you get past that mentality, the quicker you'll be on that path to success. Lesson 2, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I've spoken about this in more depth a couple of episodes ago, and I've no doubt that it'll be coming up very often on many future episodes of the podcast, as I think it's instrumental and integral to everybody's success. Look around at your circle, and they're shaping your whole life, your habits, your energy, your ambition, your self-talk, and possibly most importantly, your perspective on life. Attitudes are contagious. And I've seen it so often and been afflicted by it myself. And also, if I'm going to hold my hands up, it's very likely that I've negatively influenced others way back in my past with it too. That negative mindset that chooses to be the pessimist, the one that sneers at those positive people, judging the ones who are working the best to achieve their dreams. That mentality, that's a dream killer mindset. And unfortunately, it's not just for those that have it, but it also affects those that are surrounded by it too. Like if you're around people who make excuses and they complain, they play small, you absorb all that off them. Now, Jim's advice here is to consciously choose your circle. Hang around with winners, thinkers, and doers. Sometimes it's not easy to choose to be around millionaires and athletes and authors and saints, right? And you might not be able to choose to hang around with them every day. So you might have to make your own circle too. Even if it isn't physical, it can be in books, podcasts, mentors from afar, They all count. Because remember that success is contagious, but so is mediocrity. Lesson 3. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Now, having a goal means nothing if there's no structure behind it. That structure is built with discipline. Discipline is what shows up when motivation clocks out. Now, Rohn describes it as the bridge, and I love that visual. Goals on one side, results on the other, and what connects them is what you do each and every day. It isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Think about how this applies to martial arts. You turn up to class, you drill a technique, you develop a game plan, and then you have to have the discipline to do it day in, day out, consistently. Like I say, it's not about who's best, it's about who's left. You keep going, you push through. So set your goals and then build the habit of stepping closer to them every day with discipline. Lesson 4. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. People love overcomplicating success. They want hacks and secrets. And Jim Rohn breaks it down. It's a few simple disciplines done well every day. It's not really that complicated once you know. There's a great quote from Nietzsche, and I refer to it quite often, and especially in martial arts. And it goes like this. They muddy the water to make it seem deep. Now, often those who don't really understand the topic, or they want to make it appear way more difficult than it actually is, mask their limited understanding, and they seem to want to make things appear more difficult than they actually are. So you think that you need them to show you for a very long time. Listen, just drink your water, write your goals down, read a few pages, show up for training. These tiny daily wins stack. And as the saying goes, the things that are easy to do are also easy not to do. You miss them and you'll pay the price over time, but you master them and inevitably your life and you are going to change for the better. Lesson 5, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. This was massive for me, and it's always a big game changer for all those that I coach. If you work hard on your job, you'll make a living, but if you work hard on yourself, you'll make a fortune. That means reading, reflecting, learning how to be a leader, communicating, staying calm under pressure. Because as you grow, your results will grow with you. Invest in yourself, because that version of you is who creates success in any field. Lesson 6, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's. Most people are floating. There's no real direction. They're just reacting to life. They're going wherever the current takes them. Now, Jim's message here, it's simple. Design it. Decide what success means to you. And just like Stephen Covey says, start with the end in mind. Reverse engineer it. If you don't set the goal, someone else will set one for you. And usually it's going to benefit them, not you. Lesson 7, learn to be thankful for what you already have while you pursue all that you want. Ambition without gratitude creates burnout. But gratitude without ambition creates stagnation. Now, Rohn shows us how to hold both. Be grateful for where you are and celebrate your progress. I can't understate the importance of gratitude in living a successful life, but do not settle. Use gratitude as fuel. Appreciate what you've got while staying hungry for more. Lesson 8, success is something you attract by the person you become. This one changed how I approached everything. Stop chasing success like it's something outside of you. Instead, become the kind of person that success wants to come to and wants to follow. Level up your discipline, your mindset, your energy. And when you do that, opportunities, people, and results start showing up. And not by force, but by attraction. A really good way to think about it is like this. Don't go running and chasing after butterflies. Instead, build the finest of gardens filled with the richest of flowers and attract all the butterflies that you want to you. Lesson 9. We must all suffer one of two things. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. There's no avoiding pain in life. It's inevitable for us all. Now the question is, which pain do you want? See, discipline, that stings now, in the moment. Like the early mornings, the training sessions, the uncomfortable conversations, the turning the TV off and reading your book and studying. But regret that lingers. It's the missed chances, the what ifs. You don't want to have the what ifs. Choose discipline. It hurts less and it pays way, way more. Like Jim Rohn said, we must all suffer from one of two pains, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. The difference is discipline weighs ounces while regret weighs tons. Lesson 10. For things to change, you have to change. Now the final lesson, and maybe this is the biggest truth. Waiting for the world to change or for someone to save you or for perfect timing is a trap. Everyone can find fault with other people. And everyone wants others to act or behave in a certain way. And all those people want other people to change, yet many never look to themselves to see if maybe they should change. Rohn says, if you want things to change, you have to change. Your mindset, your habits, and your inputs. And once you change, strangely enough, the world begins to shift around you. So there it is, 10 timeless lessons from one of the all-time greats, Jim Rohn. Now, Jim Rohn didn't just teach success, he lived it. And if you really want these lessons to work, don't just hear them, live them. Pick one, apply it this week, and watch what shifts start to happen. Now, if this episode gave you value, please, I ask, share it with someone who's also on that development journey with you. Someone who you think will really benefit from learning from one of the greats like Jim Rohn. And if you aren't already, please subscribe and tell all your friends to subscribe too. Now, if you want to keep learning about development, then have a little watch of our back catalogue. There's a few lessons in them. And if you're interested in learning more or joining one of my development groups or the courses that we do, go to my website, tomblackledge.com, and you'll get more there, and about public speaking and about my books. More episodes coming next week, so I'll see you then. Until next time, take care.